here today a little bit later than usual. For me, it's 12:39 a.m. So that's very late. Yeah, so been having quite a fun time lately. Did the English A-level exam, obviously, which is such a delight to get through, because paper one is something what I call the warm-up paper. It's good to warm up with paper one, especially if you're trying to get used to your exam hall and such. Let's just flip it over to Speedy as well. There she is. We didn't do a live stream yesterday just because of the exams. I needed to sort of have a break because I was getting a bit of a headache, to be honest. But yeah, we're back doing these regardless of the time. Yeah, just finished watching and doing the stream for the Manchester United ex-Athletic Bilbao match. So if you did enjoy that stream, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, yeah, if you haven't watched it already, I've put my reaction up, and if you're interested in football, go check that one out. But yeah, so a little bit later tonight, this evening, this is like a nice little walkway to go through. Go through here. There shouldn't be anyone out as well, so that's a huge bonus of doing it late at night. Everyone should be asleep. And it's just going to be me and Speedy. Usually, it's just us. So yeah, just enjoying the time out here. Let me tell you guys about a story, to be honest, because I'm feeling like a story every time we sort of do these. I like to let you guys sort of know about some stuff. And the story is actually, so some of you may know that I play football or soccer, depending on where you live. And I actually when I went to France one time as a holiday, we went to me and my brother and my other siblings to a PSG training camp. And what happened there basically was that we were invited to the PSG training camp, and we were allowed to try out and play with the practice team. And it was sort of like a 2-week experience. You get to experience what it's like playing for a big club, and you get to visit their stadium and sort of things as well, like that. But yeah, so flip it back to Speedy. So we arrived at the training camp, and I was pretty pumped up to do it because prior to this, I hadn't really played at any big club, like prior to going to this PSG camp at least. So we arrived there, and immediately first impressions are pretty good because we're actually in the Paris Olympic Village. This was prior to the Olympic Games held in France. So we're actually staying where Team USA would be staying eventually, a couple of weeks from our departure. So we get there and we set up our rooms. They take our devices off us. Our parents were staying somewhere else, so it's just us kids, just a bunch of kids in a PSG training camp. And they say like wake up at 8 a.m. whatever, and for the warm up and that sort of stuff, and to get like introduce ourselves to our teammates, showcase our skill and that sort of stuff. So pretty hyped about that. Now, one thing that I was also intrigued about was sort of the food, what it was going to be like. So I was wondering, like, would they be serving some French authentic cuisine? Would we be just getting like sandwiches, or would it be something like totally unexpected for me? Ended up the food sort of ruining the experience for me a little bit. So basically the food was, it was like what you expect British food to be like, where you got like mushy peas and fish and that sort of stuff. However, the downside for me, besides that I don't really eat fish, the downside was the fact that they actually didn't wash any of the utensils or plates or anything like that. None of it actually got washed. It was all just reused. It was just sprayed with a bit of water, and then they didn't really do anything with it. So that was a little bit frustrating that we couldn't actually really eat, because imagine eating off someone else's spoon, which they just ate from, and about 30 other kids just ate from that. And you've never met these people before in your life, so you don't know, one of them could be sick or something. So who knows what they could have when you're eating off of that thing. Thing's probably contaminated with about 1,000 germs. But anyway, so we're eating off of that sort of stuff. I chose to sort of avoid using cutlery altogether. I didn't use my hand, but I used some things that I found around the place. Like I made my own spoon with like some stirring rods and something else. Chopsticks I made as well. So that was pretty good. Speedy smelling something here. Let's just get her off that. But yeah, so we're eating off something which about 30 other kids have eaten off. So that's going to give us definitely blood bacterial problems or whatever. So that was the first impressions of the dining experience at the PSG camp. Then the next day we wake up, it's like 7 a.m. I think when we wake up in the village, and we go to the sort of like meeting ground. It's outside the football pitch. It's like a meeting ground. And the coaches are explaining to us like what's going to happen and that sort of thing. Now, on the advertisement for this place, it actually says that it's all done in English. However, on sort of coming there, started to realize that no one there actually spoke English. Everyone spoke French, which, I mean, it's fine because, I mean, it is PSG, but like the advertising is sort of false advertising there. But so he's explaining French, and then some person actually translated to us. Oh, cat spotted right there. Come on, Speedy. Let's get away from the cat. We don't need that. So yeah, so they were translating for us. Get to go and then do some passing drills with the team. Get some bonding with these guys who they can't understand us. I can't understand them. So just bonding over the mutual love for football or soccer, depending where you are. And yeah, so it was pretty good the rest of the time. I feel like that. Yeah, the biggest letdown for me was probably the food problem, and also the fact that I couldn't actually understand what anyone was actually saying, and that the camp was actually at the same time as the Real Madrid semi-final match against, I can't remember who it was against. It was against someone, but it was at the semis, so we didn't really get to watch those, unfortunately. And then everyone was in a sad mood at the camp after PSG got knocked out last year's Champions League, so that was kind of fun to witness. But yeah, so that was my experience at the PSG camp. Overall, it was good quality training. It was okay training, and get a bond with some people, get to experience the stadium, got a private stadium tour, pretty cool. Got to touch the grass and sit on the players' seats, and we also got to just enjoy fun football. Was in a different environment that you don't really get to play in. Don't really get experience rainy football nights here. So yeah, it's that. Of course, guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'll answer them, as long as they're not like insanely weird. Yeah, just enjoying the night now. 12:50, almost 1 a.m. So we are in the depths of the night. Just reposition my mic here, because it's sort of brushing against my chin. Let's just do that. Okay, here we go. Whew. Clear sky as well. Nothing really going on in the sky here. Come on, you don't need to sniff every pole. We're actually going to jaywalk here. No cars though, so it doesn't really matter if we break the rules, is it? Jaywalk down here. I swear I just heard someone scream, so we're not going to walk that way. Going to walk the other way. Oh, going to the toilet. Let's not show you going to the bathroom. Yeah, beautiful night tonight. And then obviously just solidified in niceness by the Man United victory over Athletic Bilbao. Nice, easy victory there. And also my exams went well, so that's good. At least the first one did. Hoping the rest can follow suit, but we'll see if that's actually a possibility, if we can actually follow suit there and get the next ones done with relatively good success. I'm obviously hoping that the YouTube can succeed, so then we can sort of diversify, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I only just started redoing it now. I made the channel like ages ago, but yeah, I'm just doing it now, sort of in form. Hi, Joaquin. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, as I was saying, it's just one of my dreams to make this channel work for me and for my family and that sort of stuff. So yeah, but other than that, just like doing it for fun. It's one of the experiences you get, experience stuff that you don't really get to experience, share your experiences with people. That's overall what I feel like most YouTubers miss when they're sort of doing their channel. They miss that it's about sharing the experience rather than actually just like trying to put out slop content of clickbait titles and that sort of stuff. Yeah. You good, girl? She's actually getting pretty thin now, so which is a good sign. Means that we're doing well on our walks here. Don't want her to really go to the bathroom on someone's yard, so let's just walk away. Yeah, I'm taking my dog on a walk here. Just at 1 a.m. in the morning, taking her on a walk here. I just finished watching the Europa League match for Manchester United, so that's why it's pretty late at night. But I don't like missing her walks, because if I miss the walk, then she's going to get more fat. Right now she's like kind of thinning a little bit. Oh, thank you. I much appreciate that. That means the world to me for your sub. Yeah. Like I say as well, anytime you guys interact with me, even if you say hi and you don't sub or whatever, I appreciate it so much. I just like talking to you guys and that sort of stuff. It makes my day. A little bit of disco going on in the house there. The person who won the game was Manchester United. They won 3-0. 2 goals by Bruno, 1 goal by Lenny Euro. It was a masterclass by Manchester United. Actually, one of their best performances of this year. Bilbao was actually pretty devastated. Got a red card in it as well, so that was unfortunate for them, but great for us. Obviously, repping the badge right now, so which is great. Yeah. Might also in the future as well, I'm thinking about maybe doing like some sort of travel streams, because one thing I've always wanted to do is like sort of travel to different like historical monuments, or not just historical, because that's pretty boring if you just go to a country for historical stuff. But if you like traveling to different sort of nature walks and all that sort of stuff that I like. Messi or Ronaldo? I have to go with CR7. And Messi for me as well is good. I'm not like those Ronaldo fans though that say like Messi is trash or something, and then he's like got no skill in that. Just for me, based on impact and the fact that I live currently in Saudi, so I actually get to watch Ronaldo play most of the time, so that's cool. Holly back Almita, welcome to the stream. I hope I pronounced your name right as well. Sorry if I didn't. Up here usually is actually where, like in this area here, is actually usually where an eagle like perches on this tree up here. I haven't seen it in a while though, because I think it only comes here in the winter. You like Messi? Yeah, that's fine. No problem. I saw both Ronaldo and Messi both got knocked out of their Champions League games on the same night. And also LeBron James got knocked out of his NBA cup. I don't really follow NBA though, so I don't know too much about that. Yeah, we'll miss the days in football eventually when there was Ronaldo and Messi playing. It's like so nostalgic now. Especially when it was like prime Barca versus prime Madrid. All those players, and now getting players like Yamal coming through. Yamal, even as a Madrid fan, Yamal is top class. Definitely one of the best players currently, and probably is going to be a future like star like Ronaldo and Messi, to be honest. At least it feels that way. He feels like he's one of those like types of guys. Hi Ferry, welcome to the stream. Just enjoying the relaxing evening at 1 AM, walking my dog. I guess technically if I walked her for, I sometimes walk her for 3 hours. If I walked her for 3 hours, then it would almost be morning. Have to wake up. Have to do it now though, because like, for some reason, usually I do it at like 6 or 7 PM. However, then when I started streaming, so many people started coming out like 6 and 7, like with their dogs and that. And my dog like sort of barks quite a ton. I'm from Australia, Clash Tech, thanks for asking. But I currently live in Saudi Arabia. Beautiful country, by the way. Do highly recommend a visit here. Especially if you like football, want to watch Ronaldo. Definitely a place to be. My next exam is on May 6th, so that's in like 5 days now. History, paper 1. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about paper 1 for history. The main worries for me is geography, paper 1 and 2. The rest of them I can sort of deal with, and I guess history paper 4 is also pretty difficult. No, I live here because of my father's work, but I genuinely like it here. I've been living here for a long time now. Like a long time. It's not like I just came here for like last year or something. Definitely been through lots of changes since I've been here, but now it's like, it's top. It's top place to be. Yeah. Eventually, even because right now I don't live near Riyadh, which is the capital, but eventually, hopefully I can get somewhere to stay, like even if it's like a temporary place to live next to Al Nassr Stadium. Hopefully get to see the GOAT for his final year at Al Nassr. I'm assuming next year is going to be his final year there. I can't really see him going longer than that. Where am I going? I just walk around anywhere, to be honest. Like currently I'm just going this way. Actually in front of me is where a dog park usually is, but the lights are off. But yeah, I just walk anywhere. Yeah, anyone can live here. It's not, the thing is, especially when you hear about this country and you always hear just like bad stuff about it or something. I've lived here for so long now that there's nothing wrong with this country. Everything that people tell you about this country with is completely wrong. There's like when we were first coming here ages ago, we heard stuff like stonings and all that sort of stuff. That is the biggest fakeness I've ever heard in my life. Never seen them ever. And I'm not just saying because I've lived in like a city area. I've been out into the like rural regions of the country. I got friends here, ton of friends here. I do recommend as well, if you do come, best cities are Jeddah, Riyadh, and also there's going to be, there's Khobar, which is very good, and Abha, which is like a mountain-based town. So yeah, they're good recommendations if you ever want to come, any of you guys. Good girl. And obviously you have easy access to as well. If you live in Khobar, for example, you have easy access to Bahrain. And if you can also drive to the UAE. And yeah, so it's quite easy access to different other countries as well. My favorite game? Currently, so I do actually stream on the channel Clash Royale outside my exams. but I'm actually currently out of a favorite game. I guess the one that's closest is probably FC25, but other than that, I've sort of fell off games just during this exam period. I've like not really enjoyed much. If you guys have any recommendations, feel free to let me know, because maybe after the exams, my final one's on like May 25th, I'll be streaming every day then. We can play some games then. I also got the Discord server in the description of the other live streams, not this one, and it's also in my channel description. So if you guys ever want to just talk with me there as well, outside streams, I can happily accept you in. Arena, I think I can't actually remember the arena name, but it's the one before Pancakes. So there's Legendary Arena, then there's Pancakes, and then I'm in that one. I think it's like Clash Fest or something, the arena. Because I don't really play the actual arena part though. I play the comp part more, like the Path of Legends. Because I have been playing the game for like 9 years now. So I played since it launched. So I guess it grew back on me. I stopped playing it for like a while, but then I decided to make a new account, like I think 3 years ago, and then I just got back into it. It just felt nice making a new account and just building up back into the top arenas and getting to comp, I guess, as well. Oh, you're in Frozen Peak? Yeah, that's good. I remember once, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago now, when Frozen Peak was like one of the highest arenas. I was stuck in it for ages. I was trying to get to Hog Mountain. I could not pass Frozen Peak. Like no matter how hard I tried, I just would get like within like 10 trophies of passing it, and then I'd drop back by like 40 or 50 trophies every single time. So yeah, it was a little bit painful, but once you get past Frozen Peak, I'm pretty sure the rest of the arenas are easy up until like Training Ground or something like that. And I think my dog's going to the bathroom, so I'm definitely not going to show that. Face reveal, jump scare. Yeah, so I'm going to start heading back kind of soon because I don't want to be out here until like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So I need sleep, otherwise I'll get sleep deprivation. And yeah, I'll put it back on my dog now, I guess. Let me just fix this up because some stupid pop-ups come on my screen. Okay, there we go. There we go. All good. So yeah, Clash Royale at the moment's my main game. Don't really play anything else. I think it's just because of the exams, to be honest. I did actually, I think I said this in my first dog walk live stream, that I've been trying to like sort of come up with an idea for my own game. I've been doing that for like 3 or 4 years now, and I do know a little bit of programming. However, hopefully if we get the channel popular enough, we can actually make that happen and get this game, because this game idea I have is such a good idea. I don't want to like say it on here in case anyone sort of takes it. Like who knows who could watch this in like 5 years time, and who knows where I'll be. But this game idea I came up with is such a good one. FIFA, Call of Duty, and Roblox. Yeah, I play FIFA. I also play a little bit of Call of Duty. I played Fortnite quite a lot before the exams, but then I stopped playing it because I got bored of the new season. It was sort of just the same repetitive stuff, and then also, yeah, the exams coming up, I didn't want to waste my time with that, to be honest. I hope as well that Clash Royale actually gets better developers, because currently the developers are so poor compared to Clash of Clans. Like, at least Clash of Clans developers care. Like, Clash Royale developers do not care about the players. It's a little bit frustrating especially if you're an OG playing for a long time. You have to deal with these guys who go and ruin the game. Together. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe we could in the future, because I first want to get through this, obviously, the exams, maybe grow the channel a bit more, and then yeah, I'll see what happens, because I tried, originally I did buy like a course for game development because it's a 3D game. I bought a game development course and I completed the whole thing. However, then I had the IGCSEs at that time, so I stopped doing the 3D development course and I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, I'm a little bit rusty at programming. But it's not just like a spontaneous decision as well for my game. I've been sort of thinking of this idea now for like maybe 6 or 7 years, and it's fully developed. I got like a PowerPoint of like 500 slides on the game's mechanics and information, that sort of stuff, and that's only one of like 4 PowerPoints on it. Yeah, actually managed to do 30 minutes as well, which I actually wasn't going to stream this walk at all. I was going to do like 15 minutes and head back, but I decided stop being lazy and lose sleep and actually do this. So yeah, did it in the end. Made 2D games of Unity. Yeah, I was using, because I saw Unity's a good engine as well, but at the time when I was selecting engines, I originally picked Godot because it was free, and it's like a good open source one if you want to tweak some stuff. Then I selected Unreal because Unreal's the best for like 3D stuff, but man, Unreal Engine is so hard to use. Like, even if you know programming like C++ and C#, it is so hard to use Unreal Engine. It's actually crazy how hard it is. Come on. Let's cross the road before this car comes and slams into us. No, don't itch your face on the road. Come on. Okay. So my dog almost just got us hit by that car for itching her face in the middle of the road, but we're all good. One time as well, like in the future, one time in the future as well, I hope to eventually get my dog to like walk in some like snow area, because as you know, like here, you're not going to expect snow here at all. But in the future, definitely on the list of things to do, get her to walk in like a snowy region, play in the snow, just have some fun. Just once, at least, in her life. Yeah, she's looking a little bit skinnier as well too. Just noticed that compared to like some of the other walks that we've had. Definitely her body, like her main body fat itself is droopy, but like the sides, you can see the ribs, at least with my eyes, so it's a little bit better. But yeah, she's doing well. Going to this dark area now, heading back. Oh, I hope I did not just see a fox. Just gonna, oh, definitely showed her going to the bathroom then. Jump scare for that. But yeah, hope that's not a fox over there. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not, okay. The foxes sometimes, they're like persistent. They're not like cats. At least the cats, they run away. But the foxes, they like try and actually follow you, which is, they don't do anything, but they just follow you, which is a bit annoying, because especially if you have a dog, just being followed by a fox is not great. Let's flip this around now. Thanks for making out with the pole there. Come on. Vamos. Yeah, I guess this as well, just on the topic of football, since this live stream is mainly about football, I guess. Yeah, I just feel like this season, there's nothing really too special about football this season, I guess. Unless you're like an avid Barcelona fan, there's nothing really too special about it for the rest of the clubs. Like, even, so first of all in Prem, like, the race for second and third is more prevalent than the actual title. And I guess the Europa is pretty exciting, to be honest. I would say the Champions League before that Barca-Inter game was getting a little bit stale, not just because Real Madrid got knocked out, but by the fact that, like, the games were, besides that Arsenal game, because their performance was pretty insane, the games were getting pretty, like, low scoring, and there wasn't too much action. It was the same repetitive stuff, but set pieces were, like, pushing through, I guess. So that was a little bit frustrating with, like, football in general. Real Madrid this season, again, not up to standards. They're not doing well. And obviously Man U down in the dumps. And if we make it through this, like, dark area here, and speaking on terms of, like, Ronaldo's team and that, getting out of the Champions League yesterday to that team was just embarrassing, to be honest. Like, I've watched their team the whole season, every game the whole season, and that was by far, and I mean by far, that was the worst performance I've ever seen in my life from a defense, ever. And from that guy, John Duran, absolute fraud. Absolute fraud. Don't know how he managed to sneak his way on that team, but my God, is he bad at the light football in general. Don't know what he was doing before in Aston Villa. I thought he was a good purchase. I did see some highlights from him. Yeah, but he's like either not trying, doesn't take it serious, or yeah, he's just not good in general, because he airballed an open goal basically yesterday. Pretty embarrassing if you ask me. My dog could tap it in better with her nose. But yeah, so this season's not it for me personally. Hopefully next season we have a little bit more excitement. And just in general, like, even Ballon d'Or, like, you have Yamal now emerging as one of the top contenders for Ballon d'Or, but besides him and, like, Rafinha, there's no one else really that's like a standout to me. Pets. So I have this dog, obviously golden retriever. I got 4 cats. I got 2 turtles, and I got a bunch of fish. In all of my, like, inside live streams and videos and that, you can see my fish tank in the back, so you can see how many fish I have there. But yeah, I got main ones is dog and cats and turtles. I do actually eventually want to own a snake too, because I've seen some reptile keepers, especially python breeders. They're actually pretty cool. I know in my local pet store there's actually a albino ball python, I think, or it's like a friendly python, so you can actually own it. It looks so cute. They look so cute, those snakes. Like, so most people hate snakes, but I feel like that they're just a nice pet to have there. I don't know. Their name sort of makes them they have a bad name just because of social contexts, but I feel like snakes in general are just pretty cool to have. Besides the venomous ones, obviously, that can kill you in like 3 minutes, but yeah. Also in FC, that did a new update. It's now play Spotify music during your games. That's pretty cool, I guess. I just want them to fix the game in general. Like, can you actually make the goalkeepers work and that sort of stuff, instead of just doing absolutely nothing and adding Spotify into the game, which you could already do. And I think you could already do that on Xbox and PlayStation. You could already play Spotify while you're playing. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing there with that game. Clear sky. My dog's getting a little bit tired, so we might have to end in very shortly. But before we do that, I just want to say that you guys, thanks to everyone who has tuned in, obviously. Much appreciate you guys talking. If anyone wants to ask me any like last questions, you can now, because I'll still walk for like 5 more minutes, but just wanted to say, yeah, thanks for tuning in and that sort of thing. 5 chicks and 2 chickens, a dog and a cat. I used to have a hamster with my little sister. Oh, that's sad about the hamster, but yeah, I like people that have lots of animals there. It's fun to have lots of animals, especially like, I don't know, it just makes your home feel more lively, like you got like a whole ecosystem in there, and it's like more fun, like walking around. You just see like, oh hey, I've got like 2 turtles here that they're pretty cool swimming around, or I got like my fish in the fish tank, and then the cats all playing around, and then your ones, you got your 5 chicks and 2 chickens like walking around. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like animals just brighten up days and that sort of stuff. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, guys, so yeah, thanks to anyone who's chatting with me today. Much appreciated. Doing a live stream tomorrow in the morning as well. Every day doing a live stream. And even during the exams, we'll do one after the exams or before or whenever. Hope you guys enjoyed enough to subscribe. If you did, appreciate you guys. Like for Speedy if you want. And yeah, thanks for watching this stream. And I'll stop here, I guess. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream, which is tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye, guys.